Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. Welcome to Captain of Industry. Welcome back to Captain of Industry. Right, a couple of things that we need to get done in today's episode. We should be good for power. We should be good for power basically for the foreseeable future. I don't think that we're going to need to crank up the nuclear reactor to the next level. If we do, then we do, and that is what it is. We do need to make a couple of little tweaks to the nuclear reactor system. And I'm not really looking forward to doing those, but we're going to have to do it at some point, and it's going to be a little bit terrifying because our water is, it's going to continue to increase basically in perpetuity until we do something about it, so we're going to have to do something about it. We need to get this big old pipe built at some point over the course of this episode. That is going to allow us to connect into the water system for both the farms, which should be fine, I think. Yeah, we're fine for water in the farms. Fine basically across everything. There's a little bit of lack of water there, but yeah, anyway, we're fine on that front. But yeah, we basically need to get rid of this extra nuclear water that we have coming through, so we'll worry about that later. You cannot reach your destination. You can't go to where you need to go. For some obscene reason, you need to go over here. Yeah, I kind of want to fix the routing for this, and I think that we're going to do that pretty much right away. So, I mean, you're missing your input. You're missing extra water. So that's a bit of an oddity. We shouldn't really be missing any water. Yeah, we shouldn't be missing any water at all. Should be no issues here. We could actually, if we wanted to, filter with filter media instead of sand, but I still think sand is probably our best bet, at least for now. Yeah, so what we need to do is we basically just need to reconfigure this entire area. We're gonna just, you know, lop a thing right over there. Queue this area entirely up for deletion. There we go. And we'll just sort of divert everything else over here. We could also just work on getting some upgrades. So what have we currently got in terms of concrete slab production? We've got 1, 2 of these, and they do 24, whereas these do 12. Whereas this takes 24 apiece. But to be honest, the problem is really not concrete. The problem is wood. But anyway, that's going to allow Hank to get through over here, I very much hope. If not, then, you know, that is what it is. We're going to have to deal with that. We probably want to get ourselves a bigger wood storage area or bigger wood importation system. Fluid storage is high supply of water. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I'm going to fix it. That's my intention, to fix that. We'll get to it. We'll get to it in a little bit. Right, so you go over there. Sand goes... No. We have to go low. We have to go low. We have no choice. But we need this to get cleaned up first. You know what? We'll let that get cleaned up first. There we go. So that's going to fix a couple of pathing issues. The big trucks can officially now get through. Great. We can fill up this thing. That's gonna be wonderful. Right, let's go and do what I didn't want to do. Let's go and fix the water situation. So here's what I really need to need to do without causing like too much of a disaster. We've got plenty of unity to make it happen. I'm going to build, in the first instance, I'm gonna build the pipe. So we're gonna have one big pipe. And this really needs to be built kind of before... Kind of needs to be built before everything else gets built. Excuse me? Just anywhere through this maze of pipes. If it could run parallel with our existing pipes, that would be a nice little bonus. Would make it look less annoyingly bad. And we're going to plummet right into here. Beautiful. Okay, so that does need to get built, unfortunately. I should probably take planning mode off. And then all we need to do is make sure that we get this system set up before before this becomes full. If this gets to full, then we're in trouble. We're in real trouble. Okay, concrete mixer has no recipe selected. Yep, fine. Unpause the building of that. Excellent. Cool. Output of you. I mean, this is making, like, pretty much zero difference. We could just upgrade our concrete mixers to, like, level 3. I mean, I don't know why we didn't just upgrade our concrete mixer to level 3 in the first place, because... And again, this is total overkill. But it is what it is. Let's do it. I'm kind of committed to doing it now. All in the name of Hank the Tank. There we go. Good stuff. Excellent. Is that everything that we need? I think that's everything that we need. The rest should kind of fix itself. And we should have no further... We should have no further pathing issues. Everything should now be pathable. He says. I see. The video game is trying to empty some stuff into this. You know, truck import. Turn it off, truck import. Yeah, sure. You're trying to get over to... down there. Well, I mean, that can actually be easily rectified. By just widening... Yeah, if we just widen this, and then if we widen this... Sure, yeah, if we do that, then that will actually stop happening. Right, what percentage are we on? We're on 80%. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. 140 construction components, and we're also going to unpause this as well. That's going to make it 190 construction components, give or... no, 190 construction components plus 140. That's a lot of construction components. Are we going to be able to do it in time? I think we will. I think we will. This doesn't matter. This belt is not going to get destroyed. I'm not particularly worried about it. Get rid of that. Not really worried about that. You're fine. Leave this notification up just to make me aware. I really, really do care, and I am worried about it. We also need to keep in mind the fertilizer. So we're bumping all of our fertility targets up to 140%. But we still have more fertilizer left to give. The organic fertilizer is still... I mean, we're still making it. There's literally only one thing that we can make with the organic fertilizer. Yep. But it's not a super effective... Not a super effective remedy. I wonder if there's somewhere that we can ditch it. Ditch it relatively easily. Yeah, you know we can. This is fertilizer level 2. Let's go and... take that out, and let's put this in here. Sure. So that should allow for, like, what, 1? Yeah, it's literally just going to be this specific greenhouse that is going to be using organic fertilizer, but that's fine. It means that we can bump the fertility targets on both of these greenhouses. Okay. Let's have a little look-see. Let's have a little look-see. We should see fertility just absolutely skyrocket. Just in general, it should hit 100, because that's the original target. We've also got a bit of a log jam here, I'm afraid. If I upgrade this belt, is that going to make a difference to the speed of the sorting? It looks like it's just a little bit slow. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the sorter needs to be... The sorter takes time? I don't know. It just seems weird. Anyway, fertility in these ones, yep, that should be taking off by now. Yep, there we go. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening in slow-mo, of course, because I am in slow mode. There we go. Fertility boosted all the way up to 100. You know what? Let's just raise the target right up to there, 140. Beautiful. And if this remains full, then we know that we're on to a winner, which is great. Very, very happy with that. 174 out of 179 components. And what about this one? Nowhere near. 84%. We are... We're in the end game now, as Thanos once said. We are in the end game now. Uranium processing for rods should be pretty consistently good, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've got 13 products on the belt here. Do we need anything? I don't think that we need anything. We're doing everything that we need to do. Water, yep, water, we're fixing that. Let's make this the priority. Beautiful. So at least we can get the water out of this system as well. And, you know, we're not even faffing around. We're going straight to the biggest type of pipe. Very, very important. Right, so how many servers do we have? We're up to 107 servers. Up to 107 servers. That's not too bad at all. Up to 107 servers. We still can do better. We can absolutely do better. And we will be doing better shortly. Microchips. Lots and lots of microchips. Love to see it. That's more microchips than we've ever had before. Do I need to release any more silicon wafers into the mix? I don't think so. Not yet. How many extra servers is that? That's 5 extra servers. That can get us 1 extra microchip machine. 1 extra singular microchip machine. That's so sad. That is so sad. Mine control tower, no place available to dump products. I think there is, though. I mean, what are you trying to dump? Can't reach destination. Bring in some more trucks. It's because you've started collapsing this, yeah, this wall. Also, you know, we should put in some retaining walls here. We should put in some retaining walls. Let's get some walls, if we can, in here. Corner? So I'm hoping that this is going to mean that things aren't going to collapse. Okay. Good. Because we still need to ensure access for our trucks. It's fine. Sure, let's try and do that. There we go, saving. And you know what? I'll actually quick build all this. Yeah, is that gonna... Truck can't reach destination? Yeah, there's a couple of trucks that are struggling to move around, but that's fine. Okay, let's see if that does actually work. Right, we'll get some more retaining walls in here as and when we can. Just kind of seems sensible. But, I mean, to be fair, we haven't really needed them. We haven't really needed them. Right, did I get some more trucks? Yep, I got some more trucks, and these trucks should be... Okay, you can't reach your destination, and you can't dump. Right, well, I'll set another custom export route. I'll set that over here, and if that works, then that's great. Edit the area this is in effect for, and change that up. Fine. I don't know what the issue is here. I mean, you're trying to... You can't dump rocks? I mean, just, sure. Get rid of the rocks in the back of the truck. See if that makes a difference. There's no access issues. There should be plenty of dumping space available here. You can dump in this area. I don't know what the issue is. Like, this should be very, very easy. I think it might be like a truck can't reach destination sort of thing. Yeah, I'm unsure. I'm unsure about that one. Anyway, you know what? I can't get distracted for too long. What are we at? 95%. What's this at? Oh, it's on pause. It's on pause build mode. Oh, goodness gracious me. You know what? Quick deliver that. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to do this kind of quickly because otherwise we're going to end up in a crisis. And I don't really want to endure a crisis. Not today, thank you very much. So we're going to go into pause. We're going to disconnect about that section. Okay, good. And then we're going to disconnect. Yep. And we're going to quick quick cancel all of that. Unpause. I know. Sucks to look at. Also, I've done that wrong, but it doesn't particularly matter. Because we can just rebuild it. Making things look nice and consistent. Okay, good. Not a bad. Quick deliver that. Yep, nice. Actually, I don't know why I had to remove that, but it's fine. Right, now we do this. Okay, good. And we should have no discernible increase in heating issue. Okay, that's good. Over there. Over there. And over there. Okay. It's a little bit funky, but it does the job. Priority output, and priority output. Nope, that is wrong. Good thing that I spotted that. That would have been an awkward one to fix. Okay, you know what? If it needs to connect up to there, it needs to connect up to there. But if that needs to connect up to there, then everything needs to connect up to there. Good. Right, priority output is still correct. Still correct. And still correct. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, well, that was terrifying. But we finished it now. So we're going to maximum buffer here. Wow, not a moment too soon. Not a moment too soon. Up to 98%. 99%. Holy cow. So yeah, we're going to buffer as much as we possibly can, and then we're just going to get rid of the rest of the stuff. We should also probably have like an overflow system at some point. But that's okay. Right, turn off alerts. We don't need that information anymore. You cannot presumably go back down the hole. Yeah, I mean... Good try, though, I suppose. Do we need more trucks or something down here? I really have no idea what the situation is. Unassign mine control tower. Reassign mine control tower. Try that. There we go. And you need to be recovered. And we'll assign another truck just to compensate. Sure. Okay, we're building back our construction components. That's lovely. We're waiting for a few more solar cells to get built. That's also lovely. That'll get there eventually. You are once again struggling to do this. Have I messed this up in a weird way? Oh, I see. This is raised. Ah, yeah, okay. I didn't realize that there was a... I didn't realize there was a raised thing here. Right. Cut all that out then, sure. Unassign mine control tower. Recover you. And then we'll reassign you. Sure. Yeah, that should work a little bit better. Right, okay, so we do need more wood. We will maybe get some more wood at some point soon. Are we doing okay for food? I'm a little bit worried that we're just not getting enough food through here. Looks like this whole sorting process is going a little bit more swiftly now, which is great. Pretty happy about that. Lot of feed now going to the animal farms, which is great. Sludge into the digester. Yeah, we got a lot of corn coming through now that we've pumped up the 140%. The 140% target. Anyway, servers and microchips. Can we get some more? Yes, please. Let's try and get some more. Let's also see. I was checking. We've got nothing on our boat. Let's see if we can try and get our boat to do some more fighting. Any other 610 fights or anything like that? 900, 900, 900, 900, 900, 900, 900. No, unfortunately. That's all she wrote. in terms of easy, low-hanging fruit. The rest of the... Oh, my lordy. We'll unpause all of this. We'll unpause all of this to get everything back up and running. I say back up and running to allow us to properly recycle, which is going to be good. I'm really, really interested to see what this second level of microchip fabrication plant brings me. Like, that's going to be super useful. Okay, then we'll get robotic assembly. Then we'll get rockets. Very, very curious about rockets. That's going to be really, really good. Truck can't reach destination. You're still struggling, my dude. You really, really are. Recover you. Sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get terrain too high. Yeah. Can I get... I don't want to do this... I don't want to do this in a bad manner. I want to just... I want to just make sure that we don't have any sliding. Any sliding from this nonsense over here. Right, not enough maintenance level 1. Why not? What's happened with the maintenance level 1? I feel like my role now is supervisory. Is it a... No, there's no issues. Oh, I see. I see what the issue are. Ooh, yeah, it's recycling. We have a 35% recycling rate. But it feeds into... Yeah, I see. Yeah. Right. Let's see what we can do about that. Not very much, actually, as it turns out. We kind of need both of these things. I tell you what, let's just turn that on. Sure. That seems like an excellent thing. We'll prioritize recycling with recyclables if we can, and if we can't, then we can't. I don't know why I just don't have all of these turned on, because at the end of the day, that's such a great failsafe. That is such a great failsafe. Anyway, I'm very, very nervous about the fact that we are getting our second recycling plant up and running. We could turn down the recycle rate, but that doesn't really feel like a very useful thing to do. This pipe is filled with water. And the water does not seem to be evacuating from this pipe, because it is full. Oh my lordy. It's... Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, that was almost a nuclear meltdown right there. Holy cow. How close did we actually come? It didn't start to superheat, but we were at 100%. There's like a little bit of extra space in the pipes. We came close. Closer than I would like to admit. Right, starting to buffer a few uranium rods in there. That's excellent. It's exactly what we should be seeing happen. Very, very happy with that. We should be processing all of this wastewater away now, which is wonderful. The slag, we should be getting rid of the slag. Rubber, we got plenty of rubber. Brilliant. Yeah, that's excellent. Fertilizer, we don't have any fertilizer too, but that's kind of okay, actually. In fact, that's very, very okay. And microchip production is officially done. Right, should we try get this thing upgraded? Let's try and get this thing upgraded. Sure, 2.5 Unity. For all the 2.5 Unity, I'll pay that price. Let's get it upgraded. So it costs brand new construction parts. And it goes... It basically doubles. So you know what? Let's get them all. Let's get them all upgraded. Oh, but does it increase the teraflops? No, it doesn't. So why did it say that we had no computing available? Oh, it does. It does double it. It does double it. Well, let's try and increase the number of basic servers that we have. We only need, like, one more, apparently. See, that's kind of nice, but, unfortunately, not something that I can countenance. Yeah. Okay, now we need 5 more. Yeah, well, this was kind of always bound to happen, I suppose. We can turn off our research lab temporarily. It's not necessarily a bad idea. There we go. Okay, that's 24 out of 31 teraflops. We've effectively doubled our rate of microchip production, right? That's pretty decent, I would say. In terms of decency, that's not bad. It's looking pretty decent too. Yeah, I mean that's okay, right? Truck can't reach the destination. Where are you trying to go? You trying to go back down the mine? Yeah. This is some nonsense that's happened here. Oh, is it because the mining tower has like... No, it's weird. Yeah, you should be able to... get out of here. You can chart your course around. Yeah. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. Right, you don't have any available designations. I mean, to be honest, limestone of all of the resources that we currently need that we don't have, let's just continue to work on limestone in a very sort of traditional, normal fashion. Right, this should now be empty. Excellent, that's great. We've got so much diesel, we actually legitimately have no idea what to do with it. So much so that we're flaring the darn stuff off. I mean, that's terrifyingly inefficient. But I guess that kind of is what it is. Loads and loads of crude oil. Looks like using the 8 importer is pretty good. Excavator has no fuel. I am not worried about that. That is a price that I am willing to pay. Price that I'm perfectly willing to pay. This is looking good. This is looking really, really good. I mean, we just need loads of these things, right? Like, that's pretty much it. The other thing that we need to think about is health, right? So we have a lot of air pollution, and we can... I mean, we've already demonstrated that we can actually fix it. Carbon dioxide, we've got most of the carbon dioxide fitted into a system. Doesn't really take much. Doesn't really take much to get carbon dioxide reprocessing going. We could definitely do that. We could definitely do that. I mean, our health is very, very good at the moment, even with the moderate flu. I tell you what I do need to do. This is something that I really have been putting off dealing with. Corn, yeah, so corn, this belt can be unpaused. That's great. Corn can be scrapped from here. No longer need it. Corn can be scrapped from there, too. So we do need more fruit. We definitely do not get enough fruit. Definitely don't get enough snacks. But cakes. But cakes. But cakes. We could get cakes. We could get cakes. I know I've been saying it now for like 3 episodes. Maybe I just bite the bullet and get a cake. Get a cake maker. The problem is that it's just so bleeding complex. It's done in a mill, isn't it? Yeah. A baking unit. Mill is something different. We've got the flour, sugar, the cooking oil, eggs, and fruit. I mean, oof. Is it really worth it? How's this looking? Could get fertilizer up here. Yeah, the other issue is that if we get... You know what we could do? I mean, how wide did this be? I think we could actually squeeze another one of the fields in here. Sure, the amount of water that we get from this area is like negligible anyway. Let's rework this. Let's rework this. That seems like a good idea. This is looking marvelous. I am absolutely delighted at everything. This is all going very, very well. Yeah, so in terms of upgrades that we absolutely categorically need to get, we need to think about our next iron area for sure. That's definitely something that we need to think about. In fact, we can probably start planning that right about now. Let's start here. There we go. And we'll slowly think about migrating a few excavators and stuff over there. It's going to be a little bit more complicated to get the iron setup working, but I'm not super worried about that. It'll happen. When it happens, it'll happen. It'll happen when it happens, which is great. Right, do we have any more servers? We can build one more server. So, one additional server, one additional teraflop. What good does that do us? Frightfully little, unfortunately. Yeah, very little, unfortunately. So, okay. Well, we could get an extra microchip machine. I tell you what. We could get an extra singular microchip machine that just does everything. That might not be the craziest idea in the world. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's not faff around. Right, farm could not store all soybeans after harvest. That seems like a bit of an irregularity to me. I think we've mostly got a pretty good sorting system in place. If we can't store the soybeans, then we can't store the soybeans. It's as simple as that. That's just it. Right. Okay. Next question. When we're gonna assemble this cake? Here? This seems like an awful place to do it, but as good as any, I suppose. Right. So, does any water flow through here? I don't believe so. No. No water flows through here. Let's get all of this removed. Then let's squeeze in the stuff that we need to squeeze in. Right, baking unit is only going to be making the cake. So, let's sort out the roots here. Right, flour. Right, so fruits and eggs. We need to get eggs somehow removed from this whole messy setup here. Carcasses. Can I just yoink the eggs straight from this output? You know, I really shouldn't do that. Leave that back on. You know, it's fine. Yeah, what I should do is I should put in a sorter here. Yeah, give me a sorter. Very simple sorter. Yep, and then a flat balancer that we can't link up directly, but that's fine. Right, priority outputs is going to be over to the... It's going to be over to the north. Priority output, brilliant. Unity quick build all this. I should probably also think about spending some of my Unity on a policy. Retaining wall may collapse. You know what? If either of those was to collapse, that would be okay. Or would it? I mean, not necessarily. Maybe we don't go as aggressively here as I would have previously noted. There we go. Okay. That's fine. If these two collapse, that's okay. But it would be nice just to sort of have a bit of backup. You know, retaining walls to retain the retaining walls, so to speak. There we go. Okay. Relatively easy builds. A little bit of extra structural support. Looks like it's working, that's for sure. Okay, farm can't store all the corn after harvest, that's okay. Right, so let's yoink this in here. Actually, can we do... We can throw that in there. That's pretty good. That's really good. Okay, nice. Is this the is this the only field that's using... No, this field is not using organic, so that's fine. Right, so we're going to prioritize growing fruit. I don't know, like this, and then fruit again. And then more fruit. And we're going to set a target of 140. It's going to be a lot of fruit. It's going to be a lot of fruit. 21 fruit. It is going to absolutely destroy the ground, but frankly, we don't really need anything apart from fruit right now. Okay. Let's give that a punt, see if it works. Do we have enough fertilizer to fertilize this entire area? I'm not actually sure that we do. The other thing is, I mean, I presume that fertilizer level 1 is the issue. I presume that ammonia is the issue. I presume that the real issue is the fact that we don't have enough sour water, and that is partly because we just have got not enough of these processes working at all times. So the thing that I want to know is, do I really want to start the... Do I really want to look at burning diesel? I don't really want to look at burning diesel at all. That's a terrifying prospect. Because that is going to give us air pollution, and giving us air pollution is not really what we're after. But, I mean, if we need more space for diesel, then we need more space for diesel, right? Sure. You know what? That's going to delay the inevitable. Where are you going? You're going over here. Oh, yes. I've destroyed this. Hold on. There you go. Quick remove that. That'll fix all of the roots. There we go. And quick deliver that. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get all the glass moved in here. Eggs cannot reach where they need to go. Oh no. What a shame. Right. So, let's sort eggs here, by the way. I haven't even... There we go. Wonderful. So that's eggs. That's flour. Fruit is going to come... Fruit's going to come from over here. Same sort of system. Yep. Flat sorter. There we go. Right the way across here. Try not to torpedo any existing routes or connections. That's kind of not where I wanted it to go at all. Good try, video game. Not bad, not bad. Okay, good. So that's gonna just get left to be built. This needs to get changed because this route is unacceptable, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not gonna work, is it? Sure, try that. Maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. Hank can't reach destination, of course. Turn off auto import and export. Where you want it to go to? Rubber, is it a belt issue? Yep, it's a belt issue. It's fine. I'll deal with that. It's turned off export import anyway. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's sort fruit here. Right, filter to fruit. Priority output is over there. It's going to be a while before we actually get any fruit in a large enough quantity that it matters, but quick build that too. Right, sugar. Sugar, do we actually get enough sugar? Funnily enough, I'm not sure that we do. So sugar is going to the fermentation plant, and we take 12 every 60 seconds. We produce 12 every 60 seconds, so we actually need way more sugarcane processing capability. It's important, though. I mean, ethanol is a very important substance for us to make plastics. Yeah, I mean, it's actually critically important. And we're not making anywhere near enough of it. Here's the issue, though. I kind of don't have any space left. We're kind of like cruising on empty here. That ain't gonna stop me, though. Right. So, we clearly, absolutely categorically, need some more sugarcane. There we go. Sugarcane. There we go. I know fertility equilibrium is just getting destroyed, but we're gonna add that into the mix as well. Yeah, so we are like exploding our capability to make sugarcane and to make sugar more specifically. Right, so it's over here. There we go. Right, so sugarcane plus water. Bada bim, bada boom. It's literally that simple. Okay, let's create like another weird and wacky wild journey. It always ends this way. It always ends this way, for sure. There is no other... There's no other way to play. Spaghetti jungle. You love to see it. Right. Biomass. Oh, look, there's actually like a perfect place for biomass right here. And sugar. I mean, that should just like absolutely categorically increase our ability to... Can we get this in here? Can we not do this in here? No. There we go. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's what you want to do, video game, and that's what you want to do. I won't dispute it. Right, so we build all that. That's going to get us more sugar. Then what we need to do is we need to take a look at this output belt here. That takes everything over to the plant over there. And we need to see if we can try and duplicate this to get through this winding madness. Across here. Oh yeah, we're coming. And into there. And that's not even... It's not even what it needs to be. Right, so that's that. Cooking oil, I mean, bleeding heck. Do we not have cooking oil that's nearer, or are we going to have to pipe this across as well? I mean, I don't even know. This is the cooking oil plant, right? That's cooking oil right there. It's the input to cooking oil. Okay, we got a cooking oil pipe. Cooking oil pipe. To be fair, I mean, we do actually need more cooking oil components as well. That is a bit of a mystery why the cooking oil is not in a better place right now. Anyway, do I care? No, I don't, because we're going to be getting cakes. Cakes make everything better. Okay, hallelujah. Right, so we have too much bread. We've had too much bread since the day 0, I think it is. We need to find a belt to lop. To lop cake onto. Do I want to stick it on the meat belt again? It seems like a pretty bad idea to do. Sure, let's contaminate the meat and cake belts. Right. So we're gonna yank another section of track out here. There we go, and there we go. There we go. Sort for cake. Right, so cake can be put into... Which one? Ideally... Oh, that's fruit that's coming through. Excellent. Meats. Can't be meat there. Can't be snacks there. I think we're going to have to create our... I guess last and final cake delivery area. That's fine. One, 2, 3. No reason not to buffer here. We've been pretty consistent with our buffering. Now's a good time to finish it out. There we go. That's it. Cakes will... I say cakes will automatically start working. They will not automatically start working until I connect up this belt here. Brilliant. But that's cakes. That's cakes right there. We need fruits. Where is my fruit coming from? It's coming from all the way over here. Did I sort for fruits? I did. That's the wrong priority output, I suppose. Vegetables. This looks like fruit that's coming through. That's great. Okay, we got sugar coming through, which is nice. Is this system all working? Yes, apart from the fact that we don't have any sugar cane. Let's just get... See, we can afford to do this, right? Let's just get two more farms that grow sugarcane. There we go. And what crop cycle? Oh, actually, tell you what, we don't really need the extra farms. We should be fine. You know what? Let's just... Sure, we'll get them doing the basics. Get them doing the basics and just link it up with water, etc. It seems a bit chaotic, but it's actually fine. It's actually completely fine. It's actually totally fine. So that's going to be more sugarcane on the way, which is great. There's a little bit of sugarcane already coming through. We should start to see some fruit come through now as well. That's the first little tiny bit of fruit that we're seeing. Now a lot of fruit's starting to come through. Let's get that upgraded to a level 3 conveyor, so we can convey even faster. And then we should start to have a backlog of fruits and even a backlog of cake. Wowzers. We've done it. That is everything. That is absolutely everything. It is either currently coming into the settlement. We're getting unity bonuses on everything. Not everything in super large quantities. Snacks seem to be a bit of a reoccurring issue. But to be fair, is it cooking oil that are the issues? From the soybeans? I mean, that's kind of surprising. Canola and soybeans. I mean, we do have soybeans that we can... I mean, we're currently just, like, overflowing the soybeans here. You know, let's just... Let's flip this around. Let's do... This is soy. That's fine. And then this is canola. Keep full. Incompatible type. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so this is going to go kind of wild, but that's fine. Can we get you over to here? We absolutely can. It works. It's a miracle. Right, so that's going to get us loads of cooking oil. We still want to prioritize canola, but we're only growing canola in one place. And that really is in not very large quantities, I'm afraid. Yeah, we are growing enough of it, but we're not growing altogether too much of it. Anyway, the point of doing this is that this is going to allow us to always have at least a little bit of soybean coming through, which should allow for way more cooking oil production, which should allow for way more snack production. Which again is going to forward on. Oh yeah, we need cake. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. That is everything. Look at that. Everything is green. Everything is green. And in fact, I'll tell you what, by manufacturing cakes, we're actually going to make it easier for the snacks to be consumed as well, because they're the same food group. So we're now getting officially all of the bonuses across absolutely everything. Right, truck can't reach destination. It's probably some stupid pipe or something up here, isn't it? How can you not reach destination? I understand that you can't reach this. But this seems reachable. Apparently not. Whatever. Just build it. Build it. Just build it. There we go. Get it done. That should sort things out. That is excellent. Look at all that. And still, it's coming in. We got a full belt of fruits. Look at this. Look at all this cake that we're making. There's an issue with sugar, but the issue with sugar should be rectified by the huge increase in sugarcane. Sugarcane's coming through to the brand new food processors. Excellent. Everything is still accessible, I believe. Yep. As soon as this is all built, all of these warnings should go away. Groundwater source is low. It actually kind of shouldn't be because of all of the excess water that we're getting from our nuclear reactor, but that's kind of to be anticipated. Right, whilst I've been wittering away in the background, how are we doing for servers? 139. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. This little setup has actually made quite a considerable difference. Could I have a look-see? How many servers is this going to get us? I mean, we're close to getting, like, one additional server. But 48 is kind of like the magic number, I think. 48 is probably the magic number, because that's going to allow us to duplicate this setup as is. So that's another 10, which means that we need another 200 servers. 200 servers. Can you imagine that? 200 flipping servers. There is something else that I could do, though. There is something else. I could build like a singular... Could build a singular server there. The other alternative is I could turn one of these back on. We do have the teraflops spare. Alternatively, if I leave that paused and I resume here, we have no workers. That's marvelously insane, but that's fine. There we go. Get that all upgraded. Yeah, marvelously insane, but if we do that, then that should allow us to make a little bit of progress. What's the issue? We have no water? Well, all I can say is that we should have more water. All I can say is that we should have more water. Video game. Yep, nothing more, nothing less. There we go. Quick deliver a few of those components. That's fine. And yeah, I feel like these long retaining walls should maybe be ditched, but... I mean, maybe they should just be ditched literally just to save me from seeing that notification. Doesn't look like this belt is in danger. It's still a little bit in danger. Can't even quick build it. Goodness me. That's fine. We'll fix that. We'll fix that soon. We'll see what happens to the land around here when we remove all of this nonsense. Yeah, gonna change things probably. Not majorly so. Enough to be a little bit funky though. I like these retaining walls. I like this. In fact, I like this entire brand new system. This cannot stay. There we go. You can now drive again. You're welcome. It's free. There you go. Away you go. Okay, and that's going to fix this whole system from collapse. I hope. We can but dream. Okay, right. We're excavating an awful lot. Awful lot of not iron here. Which is a bit worrying. Also, is this dumping? Are we dumping here? We're actually just like redumping this stuff straight back in there. That's awfully weird. Cancel the dumping orders there as well. That is super strange. Right. Let's like, I don't know, unassign like 1, 2, 3 of those. And we'll get ourselves like an advanced party over here. Couple of trucks. And then we just start digging. We just start digging. Let's go, yeah, like 5 wide. That's fine. And we'll get some storage, some large storage bins over here. 3, and we'll output to here. Get ourselves a building for dumping. Output to there, and just dump like straight over there, or something like that. How's this groundwater system doing? 94%? That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad at all. Right. The vehicles should be arriving very, very shortly. We've got plenty of iron. Excellent. But to be honest, we don't really need iron at the moment. We don't really need iron or steel or anything. All of the basics are covered. Power, we're covered for power as well. We get 2 more teraflops. That's going to be really, really nice. We got 47 electronic components. Got 44 here. It's looking pretty good to me. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually keep track of how my solar cells were doing. Don't forget your daily dose of solar panels. Very, very important. Definitely doesn't have almost zero impact. You know what? It might actually be like... Now that I've built so many, it might actually be somewhat significant. But I just can't tell. I mean, I could count the solar panels, I suppose. You know what? It's kind of worth doing, I suppose. For all the effort that it takes me. I've got it set up. We could probably be building more, to be fair. I'm doing something with my quartz, which is kind of a nice, nice little thing to say. Right, I still have about a bajillion silicon wafers. I have no idea how I still have this many. But there we go, I suppose. Man, these I can't believe how difficult the electronics actually are to make. Is the recipe better at the robotics assembly? Did I check this out? Electronics level 3. No, the ratio isn't better. It's the same ratio. Two, two, two. Yeah. It just makes it faster. So that's kind of like completely worthless to me. Same with the robotic assembly, completely worthless. Consumer electronics, I mean, doesn't really matter. That'll dry out with the lack of water if we don't get any water over there. We shouldn't really have any issues with water over here. He says, with a degree of confidence that is not matched by reality. Well, we've got conveyor belts with a whole bunch of stuff on. Right, no mining tower designations available. We will... God, this is terrifying, isn't it? Okay, let's start digging deep. Right, and you can't get to where? To there. Huh. See, that is kind of an important drop-off point. Can I get in there? Beautiful. Okay, copy. Paste. This is a very lazy way of trying to fix the problem. But it now means that we don't have to worry about it. It's only for tofu as well, so that's kind of nice. Right. Truck can't reach destination. We're trying to store sugarcane for some obscene reason. We're trying to store corn for some obscene reason. I presume that's just because we've got too much of the resources just like chilling in the farms. That makes sense. Mine control tower has no available designations. Oh yeah, edit that. That's fine. There we go. I can't believe we've only got one singular copper excavator. And that's still working. It's working fine. Working more than fine. It's working great. Plenty of filter media here. I think I kind of want to make more filter media, though. Because I could choose at any moment to start using filter media to filter our wastewater. It's not really going to make a difference. It's going to give us more water to play around with, which is kind of a nice thing to have. But we really should have more than enough water coming from like pretty much every other source. I mean, we got a lot of water that we're recycling back into the process. We're out of toxic slurry, or we're as good as out of toxic slurry. We have got loads of gold, actually, tons of gold. In fact, we got almost 700 units worth of gold. So doing something with that gold might be kind of interesting. That's 4 servers we've got, by the way. Very interesting. Don't know what we're quite going to do with that, but sure we'll do something with it eventually. A couple of upgrades could be had to these houses. But again, not really super necessary right now. What is kind of necessary is that we get more... Getting more wood. Getting more wood seems to be... Yeah, an issue. Can I build an 8-banger? Right over here? Cannot place in the ocean. I can build an 8-banger, but that's just not gonna fly. What about that over there? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It'd be a unit storage. It's a large unit storage as well, so that's going to take about a gazillion years to build. I feel like we'll leave that on pause for a little while. And we'll probably wrap this episode up as well, because this is a good system. There's no point faffing around with it and making it better to not actually change anything. We got loads of Unity. We need to look at what we're going to do with our Unity policy. We need to finish out the research. We need to find a flipping way to get these research labs turned back on, and we need to get some more bloomin' microchips. Gosh darn we do. If it's the last thing that I do, we need to get some more microchips up and running. But anyway, ladies and gents, we're going to do all that and more in the next episode, because that's it for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.